What's up, my chaotic crew? Bentley Michaels here. Hey, thank you all very much for tuning in. And because you continue to tune in, because you continue to leave reviews, we have something very special for you indeed. We are partnering with awesomedice.com. Yes, you heard it here first. awesomedice.com. We have our own promo code. You can go there, you can order dice, use the promo code chaotic in all capital letters, and you will get 15% off any item in stock. So check it out. Go there, use the promo code, let them know we sent you. Let's break the website. So they're like, what happened? Oh, the chaotic crew came in droves and bought out all the dice? Yeah, it's because it's what we do. Now, if you guys don't know awesomedice.com, here's a little bit of background for you on them. They sell the most popular Chess X and Q Workshop lines of tabletop RPG dice, and they've got a few items that are their own, including a metal D1, and they are currently developing more. So if we flip them more cash, they're going to develop more things, like they want to launch a subscription box service set, in the coming days, where our customers, this is the copy, our customers will always receive the latest Chess X and Q Workshop releases, as well as other popular dice sets, single dice, and accessories. Go to awesomedice.com, enter the code chaotic, all caps, get 15% off on your order. And now, my chaotic crew, on to this week's episode.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of chaotic amateurs.
Ooh, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us on this week's adventure. I am your host and DM for Season 3, Bentley Michaels. To my right, I have
Cinder, a.k.a. Sin Darkloft. Played by Caleb.
Dash is Paelias Inner.
Durok, Dragon's Bane, played by Rat.
Milo was Ren.
And last week, our boys, they had sort of an uneventful trip back until they got into town, into the old pirate town, Bucks and Betty's, and Roland the Red snooping around, wanting to make even with Paelias. Maybe just let's have a chat. You never know. They get out to the Howling Night, and poor Billy, the red shirt, run through, dropped into the water. Yet another expendable crewman down. Nice. Yumhorn. And you finally got on your ship, the Howling Knight, and as you were exiting the Blackwater Sanctuary, you tried to do the exit policy, but you were given the yellow flare, and not the green means go flare. That means stop. However, Roland the Red ship, the one that he is commanding at this point in time, is coming after you. If you don't stop, Paelias, you know that they will likely take action on you. All of the guard ships that are sort of circling, but that is where we are. What would you all like to do?
Paelias wants to just stop the ship so he can converse with this boat that we're kind of passing.
Okay.
I'd like to continue my interrogation of this one-armed fellow.
Oh, yeah, this just guy who's bleeding out in your arms.
Okay. Not quite sure exactly, Paelias, how you're going to converse with the ship. I mean, you guys are far enough apart that like shouting at each other kind of won't do it.
Semaphore flags.
What's that?
Semaphore flags?
No idea.
That's how ships used to communicate.
See, that's the type of stuff I figured you would figure out the medallion quick.
Yeah. Where was this before?
Well, I didn't have
Where
random...
was this useless knowledge before?
Look, I don't have my random weird medallion coin merit badge, but I got my semaphore flag merit badge. So
And oddly, haiku, we're finding out.
Haikus are fun.
Dwarven haiku. So yeah, semaphore flav. Haiku. How does that work?
Sure. It's just flags that you go like this with.
See?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and then you make symbols and.
Rhett's so stupid because he knows things.
Okay.
Look, I'm not the only one.
I didn't say that.
I know.
So I guess I'll pull out my little flags, which are just twigs with like some dirty underwear attached to them.
Good.
All right, now we're gonna do these little hand gestures, you know.
Okay. Okay. You communicate. Not quite sure exactly what you're trying to communicate.
I'm communicating. What's the big deal?
Oh, okay.
Why can't we go?
Okay. Without once they see that, the ship sort of like slows down a little bit, and there's an awkward pause once again. A lot of pauses.
They're like, they still use semaphore flags?
Yeah, like we don't understand that language. And all of a sudden, looking at the ship, you hear and see cannon fire coming straight at your guys' ship.
All right, let's go.
All right, you had only sort of slowed down, and I will just say that, like, you know, you let down the sails and
just
sort
go
of
like
kick
this,
off.
and then we're just like, whoop,
Yeah, you do a California stop, and during that time, a little bit, Roland the Red's ship that was behind you is gaining a little bit. I'm going to see if they were any good at. Ugh. Yeah, unfortunately, with a natural 20 and a 17, there's going to be some cannon hitting damage to your guys' ship. Yeah, it just sort of strikes the sides, although they were kind of far enough away that it's a little bit lower, and only one of four sort of penetrates, you know, like gets stuck. That was a natural 20, gets stuck right in the side, so kind of corked itself. The others kind of like dent and bounce off, but you definitely know they mean business, and they're going to start to circle sort of back around.
On Rolling the Red's ship. Actually, no, the ship that we're passing. Can I shoot a firebolt at their sails and try to ignite them on fire?
If you'd like to, yeah.
Should we? Are they shooting at us, or is it Rolling the Red?
They are shooting at you. Roland is behind you.
The guards are.
Yeah.
So, okay, so Paelias is going to aim at their sails and try and just stop them dead in the water.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So 19.
Great. Light the mothers up.
Do you want me to do damage?
Yeah. Let's see how good their sails hold up.
5.
Okay. You hit the big one. It's a powerful spell, but over the distance it sort of dissipates, and you get it right in the middle, and it's starting to burn a hole through the middle, but it's a slow burn.
I'll take it.
And you guys are starting to go east a little bit.
Do we have any other people on the ship with us other than just us four?
What
And
I was
then
going to ask you.
We have a prisoner. We have a prisoner.
does anyone want to try to man a cannon? Maybe shoot a
Yeah,
cannon?
that was what
While
I
I
wanted
Yeah.
to do.
sail?
I've been saying this from the start. Finally, so does this guy not tell me anything? The one-armed guy?
Just toss him off the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe-
You didn't ask him a question.
Oh, I thought I did. I was like, what
I
does
think
Roland
so.
the Red want?
Oh. Well, he wants Paelias and he wants his ship back.
Oh. All right. Well, you
Pretty
tell him.
obvious.
You tell him tough cookies. And then I push him overboard.
You should
Okay.
300 style.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Spartan
no, I do.
kick him.
Yeah,
Okay.
I bring him up, and then he's like, no, what? I can't swim.
I only have one arm.
Yeah,
He swims in circles.
And then as
Just
he's,
throw me in circles.
as he's like drifting away from our ship, I'm like, don't forget the message.
and
then I man a cannon.
with a crit fail, he drowns.
I'm not looking, so I don't feel bad.
Yeah, I know. You're a man of action. You only move forward.
So yeah, I'll scramble to a cannon.
How many cannons do we have?
It's a full-fledged pirate ship, so I would say that you have at least 4 on each side. But you got to go under deck to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go down and I'll do one side if you want to do.
Yeah,
the
I
other.
got the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's no one on your other side thus far. There's
Okay, we'll
only
both
this
do the
ship.
same.
All right,
side.
you got those two. I got these two.
Okay. Paelias, you're driving?
Yeah, piloting.
Okay.
I'll fly up to the crow's nest and keep a lookout.
Okay.
And maybe use your medallion magic to help us out.
Won't you shut it?
Well, yeah, I mean, all navigation stuff he gets advantage on.
Yeah.
And I forget a couple of the other things, I think.
You
Advantage
can go
on fire
really
attacks,
fast. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. Lots of cool stuff.
You can control the weather to make us go faster.
Yeah. He's got wind control. It's his new spell, wind control.
Yeah, my new spell I just made up, wind control.
Okay. So you want to fire at the other ship?
Yeah, I line up and I fire.
All right, let's make let's do your normal, just whatever your normal wisdom modifier is.
Wisdom?
Yeah, you gotta you gotta line up the cannon, you got a trajectory, it's not athletics.
I figured it'd just be like moving a heavy cannon.
Wisdom.
Fine.
What's yours, like -4?
I got 10 and 7,
Durok's
so if I
pretty
have 2
wise.
cannons.
Okay, you fire him into the water, Cinder.
Just zeroing the target.
8.
You fire yours in the water too. So all you guys you're like, oh, we kind of lowballed that one. We should tilt them up higher. And now, knowing that, you can roll. If you want to shoot again, you can roll with advantage.
21.
Nice. On both?
No.
Okay.
I'm all the fun. Red.
I don't know what you just did.
11 on the second.
Okay.
Crit.
Oh, nice. On both?
Just one.
You have 2 cannons.
$12. Crit plus a 12.
Okay. So both of you guys make one great shot, and
I kill their captain.
it wasn't that great, but you got a crit. So like theirs, you sink one of your crit. It shoots all the way across, and the distance it's gotten a little bit closer. So you go like right through the screw it. You go right through the little window. You hit like the upper corner of like one of their cannon things, and you hear it in the distance.
Yeah. These are just like the cannons we used to shoot dragons at Würzburg.
Oh boy, here we go.
I say nice shot.
And
Don't get
Cinder,
cocky.
Hey man, nice shot.
Cinder,
Nice
yours
shot, man.
lodges into the side of the ship.
Good shot, boys.
You want to put money on the next one?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Ren, you notice that Roland the Red ship is making headway because they've got oars in the water and their sails down.
I'll shout that out, and can I take like an extra look and see if there's any vulnerable spots on the ship to maybe help our friends out?
It's a ship, so
They're all vulnerable. Just asking.
There's a bullseye. I don't know.
what do you mean by vulnerable spots?
I don't know, just like an extra vulnerable
Do you know
spot.
about ships?
Oh, you got that ship knowledge?
What would you specifically like to be like?
To hit their powder room.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
yeah,
under-
If
that's
I know
under-
like where specific areas they store things on the ship are, perhaps.
If you're looking for powder, that's on the second, underneath where Durok and Cinder are right now. You would assume that ships are ships, so they kind of keep it all. If that's what you're looking for, there seems to be some cargo and stuff, boxes and whatever on the deck or whatever, but it's all like in tied down in a sweet net that Yamhorn never used but bought.
So yeah, I'll just point out anything that I think is useful.
Cool. Yeah, so you say that they've got cargo and stuff on board, but and that's Roland the Red ship you were looking at?
I think the ship we were passing.
Oh, okay. Then you see people scrambling all over, trying to turn, doing stuff with sails. There's some people climbing up, the ropes and stuff like that. They look like little ants in a colony freaking out.
How close is Roland's ship to us, behind us?
I would say it's within 100 feet. It's catching up. It wants to... And you start to see that it's not now directly behind you. It's starting to go drift a little, like he wants to get side by side with you. You would imagine being the expert sailor that you are.
Okay. Can I shoot a spell across their deck?
Yeah, you can try.
Sweet. I'm gonna cast lightning bolt across
Nice.
their deck and try and hit as many of them on the ship as I can.
Okay.
It's a deck saving throw. So yeah. 15.
All right.
So I could kind of almost line it directly down, right?
Uh-huh.
The length of their ship, if they're not quite to my side yet.
Yeah,
It's a
for sure.
100-foot line from me. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, I do that.
Okay. I rolled a percentage dice. 70, so you're going to hit 70% of his crew.
Awesome. Nice.
I approve.
And they got to beat a what?
15.
All right. Only 10% succeed.
Okay.
So
let's
we'll
do the
say-
majority first.
yeah, 70% are going to get, or 60% are just going to get toasted.
Can I have some D6s?
Basically, the people like underneath that are getting cannons ready are the only people who aren't going to get screwed here.
All right. Here we go. 25.
Okay. So you shoot out your lightning, and it goes zipping all the way across, and yeah, you've now definitely put them at a disadvantage because you just sniped 70% of his crew, and then and they're not doing well, and the other people get half.
Yeah, they get half, so I'll roll for that right now. Okay, so 17.
Great. The other people don't look much better, barely, and they're all like being electrocuted, and you see them like fall over. Some fall off of like where they are, taking some more damage, and the ship almost sort of seems to start slowing down, as if the rowing efforts and those sorts of things, and then you can hear kind of Roland yelling. You're not sure exactly what, but probably like get back up,
Nice.
and that sort of thing. And he's
Suck my shock.
suck my shock. And you guys are far enough. You guys have sort of this ship is now starting to turn around. This ship doesn't really necessarily go. You figure you could probably make a break for it if you wanted to, as long as you stayed true, stayed straight, and then kind of corrected east.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a break for it.
Make a break for it.
What do you guys say?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
So if there's anything I need to do on deck, I'm coming up and doing it to help.
Okay, great. You guys are making a break for it, and you get past the other ship, and they attempt to fire some cannons at you, that sort of thing, but they they're too far away. It's basically kind of just like throwing something that's just to make yourself feel better. And let's see here. Look at my notes. Cool. So you guys you're out on the open seas. You're going east, somewhat northeasternly, as dictated by the map, as Paelias, and this is the first time it's everything is calm, and it's starting to become evening time. You guys, Paelias could probably put it in like autopilot mode and just, you guys could sit and have a chat if you want, or whatever you'd like to do.
There's no sign of them behind us.
Nope.
Nice.
Paelias did enough that it kind of screwed up their momentum.
Nice
so
work,
you
Paelias.
seem to be,
You as well with that
making your
cannon.
way.
I did crit on them. It's pretty cool.
So, what was that all about? Why do you think we got the yellow flare?
Yeah, what does the yellow flare even mean?
I should know.
The yellow flare basically is like, hold up, slow down. We're not passing you to clear yet. And you know that if you try to, pass or whatever.
Wait, so we slowed down, and then they fired on us.
They did indeed.
Something's
Doesn't make
not
any
right.
sense.
Yeah, something's
Yeah.
definitely
Do
fishy.
you think
It's like
Roland paid some?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, Cinder's thinking.
Yeah, maybe Roland paid him off. Maybe Roland has friends in high places.
Maybe Roland and that one guy that had Gilmer or
Gilmer
No.
Goldtooth.
But he warned us about it, so
Maybe we should have let Roland the Red catch up to us when we were boarding our own ship. I could have taken care of him. Wouldn't have been a big deal.
right.
Hindsight is a gift.
No, it's not.
Oh, thought it was.
well,
Regardless, we made it.
I guess 6-1. Yeah, it doesn't really matter at this stage.
We made it all.
We're not going back, right?
No.
no.
What's?
Okay.
Did you
so
forget something?
No, I just want to make sure it doesn't matter.
Oh, there's nothing there for me anymore. I
Okay.
mean, there is, but
We escaped due to the combined efforts of our new team,
very inspirational.
called
Well, we're still called Ren and Friends.
Ren and Friends Mark II.
No one's putting their hands in.
Cinder raises an eyebrow and looks over to Ren to see if he is okay with that name.
Ren puts his little hand in.
It was a pretty remarkable escape, Ren.
And then I put my fist in and I say, we'll see how this goes.
What? All right, fine. I take a bottle of whiskey and I just put that in the middle above your hands.
Ren and Friends!
And then we party.
We did it. Oh,
And
are
then
we partying now?
Yeah, we're getting hammered.
We sail
on
into
this
the
boat.
darkness, just getting blasted.
Nice.
Just four
actually-
dudes on a boat having fun.
Yeah, Durok. Let's get blasted, guys. Let's blast each other.
I want to patch up whatever cannon hole that we had. How
Oh,
about
yeah.
that?
Also, I want to reload our cannons. Also, I want to work on some poetry.
Yeah.
Oi, patch up the holes in my boat.
So if we're done with the hip hip hurrah,
Yeah.
I'll go back upstairs or up to the
Bird's
crow's
nest?
nest and start translating more in my father's journal and
Cool.
writing. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
I
How long? How long do you want to do that?
Patch some holes.
Till dark time.
It's definitely dark. So, I mean, if you want to light a candle or do something like that, you can continue on because it's evening. But
I'll do it for a couple of hours and then take a break.
up in the crow's nest there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll stay up there though and kind of keep a semi lookout.
Okay. It's a nice night. It's the stars are bright. The moon is out. You're wondering
It's romantic.
what the loot lair would have looked like at midnight with the moonlight shining down on it. How much more eerily it would have been. Nothing's good. Like you guys have gone on a lot of big adventure. So it's like if you want to get your sleep, get your health points, or hit points rather, your health points, get everything back. You can drink and be merry. Paelias kind of knows that you're just on an easterly course, as it were.
I'm bunking up.
I'd like to think that, while I was patching the holes, I'm, hammering the holes,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm, singing some songs, and I do, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I find a nice, quiet spot. I'm going to clear my mind. I want to work with Draken's Toter a little bit, try to...
A tune.
Yeah, tune a little bit.
Okay.
I also wrote a poem about ship combat.
Okay. Did you?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I wrote it right here.
Okay.
I may
let's
as
hear
well
it.
just read it.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to do the goblin one too?
Sure. I wrote one about goblin gold as well. I'll start with that one. Heaps of
Gosh.
goblin gold, Ancient and glorious are tales of victory.
Snaps.
Ship-to-ship combat gets the blood boiling red hot. A fun new pastime.
That's good.
Durok's not very good.
No, that's beautiful.
He's still
Paelias
working.
about as
yells
good as
out
a-
from the stern.
a dwarf
Those
can.
are garbage. I'm steering the ship and drinking heavily.
Oh, yeah, me too. And then, I just commune with Drakenstoad a little bit.
Okay. Great. Cool. So you guys sail on through the night, and Paelias can fall asleep standing up, and yep.
I
Driving.
take my staff and I stick it through the wheel, and I just like
club.
lock it into place. And I'm like, that's good.
Cool. You guys make your way through the evening, and see, just all roll 20s and just tell me the number.
Don't add anything.
Nope. Tell
Do
me
I
the
get
number.
advantage?
Sure.
Yes.
You're on a ship.
Related roll.
Dang, he does.
Oh, 10.
Okay.
17!
Okay.
10.
18.
Okay. Paelias, what were you?
10.
10? Okay. So Cinder wakes up first. Durok wakes up second. The two 10s wake up a little bit later because you both had 10, right? Ren's just nestled up there with his bugbear in his crow's nest.
I forgot about the bugbear.
Yeah, and Paelias, you're just on your thing, locked into. It's locked into place
Slumped
because the
over
staff is
steering wheel, yeah.
slumped over the steering wheel. Where did you guys sleep, Cinder and Durok?
I probably would have gone down below deck.
Okay.
Yeah, so if the typical spot for like the helm of the ship is kind of like in the rear,
Mm-hmm.
I would have went probably to the very front area and like nestled in like the little corner.
Okay. Yeah, where it kind of comes together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where Leo is like, I'm flying.
The bow.
Yeah, this is a wooden replica of the Titanic.
Oh, we're doomed.
Woo! And okay, so you're up front, and then when you awake, Cinder, since you got one higher, you come up and you come up onto deck, and you sort of hear Durok rousing, and you notice that you're all surrounded in a thick fog, and it's visibility poor. Excuse me, I would say within 20 or so feet. It's just all around you. It looks creepy. Paelias, you see him sitting up there on the I do, and you see his staff like locked into place. Ren is you hear the loudest snores from Ren up in the crow's nest. Just
Snoring.
snoring.
Dropping all my spell cards.
Do I wake up? Am I up?
Yeah,
yet?
you can rouse, or Cinder can.
Yeah, I think since it's all foggy and I see him asleep at the wheel, I'd probably go and shake him and say, "Hey, Captain,
Ah, no, don't touch me! No! What? Oh, hi.
are we going in the right direction?"
Hi.
Well, there's a lot of fog. The steering wheel has been locked into place. Yes.
You know, I've spent a little time on boats, and I don't know that's...
Oh, you spent time on boats. Oh, well then surely you're the captain now. Oh,
No, I didn't
you've
mean
had
any-
minimal experience on a vessel. Please take over. I know what I'm doing.
All right.
But, do you happen to know where we are? Because I'll be honest, I've been passed out for a while.
Yeah, I just woke up myself and came out. It's foggy, can't see a thing.
Let me get some bearings here. And he sticks his finger, licks his finger, sticks it into the wind. Kind of gets some of that sea salt spray on it. He kind of tastes it. Yes. I've got a clue. No idea where we are.
Yeah, you
I'm
would.
gonna check the map.
Okay. The map is more for once you get to Bog Late.
Let me see if there's anything around the edges.
Sure.
Maybe something like a formation or rock formation to look out for.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain things like where it is kind of drawn, but nothing this far away. It's not like a map of the world, and you're like, oh, you would say that knowing what you know, you probably have at least another day or so of journey, if nothing happens.
I think we've got about another day or so of journey.
How do you know that?
It's just a sense I get.
And you're positive that we're
sea.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I tasted the air. Yeah,
you're
we're
positive
better.
we're heading in the right direction.
I am somewhat hold on. I want to see how confident I am.
Yeah.
I'm 51% sure that we're heading in the right, which is better.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
more confident than not.
51%'s all I need.
Dumbest. It's just the dumbest quote ever. 51%'s all I need. Yeah, Paelias is he's pretty certain that he knows where we're going.
Cool. Yeah, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job, Paelias. You're
Thanks,
taking them
man.
in the right direction.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, man.
Cinder, I think it's time you start trusting our captain.
Yeah, oh no, I'm a drunk, and I seem absolutely clueless, and I'm not even entirely % sure which version of myself I am.
I look at Durok when he says this, and I lift an eyebrow. Like,
Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird, but it's been working for us, so...
He did figure out the door.
That is true, I did, yeah.
Yeah.
We have this strategy of going through this adventure of just kind of haphazardly jumping into things without
Right.
thinking. And it kind of works out.
Look, I'm good at kicking in doors. He's good at sailing ships. You're good at...
Licking.
Yeah.
You're
I
great
saw you
licker.
licking some of those things
Yeah.
in there.
Seems
oh,
a
you
bit
saw
off.
that, and he kind of turns away.
Oh, don't get shy.
Oh, I think he's shy about the licking. Somehow makes it weirder. Like, just own up to it. We've all seen you licking stuff and objects.
Yeah, honestly, there was a lot of weird things in there you were licking.
All right. Leave him be. He's our new mate.
Let the liquor be.
Yeah, we got to get used to his quirks,
Yeah.
you know.
There was a really strange candelabra that you were...
Do you remember? I used my whip, and I pulled that guy off of you. I slashed him in his face.
Yeah, you
That's
pulled
right.
him
Lit
out of
on
my
fire.
killing radius. That was pretty irritating.
And I ended his life.
You stole one of mine. Yeah.
Well, you specifically said, too, you were like, 6 feet you pulled him or something like that. I was like, damn it.
Well, you know what? Next time, I'll let you have it.
You know what? Next time I'm going to help you have one, too.
I thought you were going to say you'd help him lick stuff.
Yeah, no.
We'll help you lick things.
Dwarves don't lick things.
This conversation is spiraling,
So
even for me.
I'm just kind of sitting up in the crow's nest and like listening to their conversation below deck and preparing my spells for the day.
Anyway, Cinder, I do appreciate that move, though. I do thank you.
You know what I call it? I call it the Bulgurum.
What? No, that's already a move.
Yeah, I know. I did it.
No. Paelias, tell him about the real Bulgurum.
What? The Bulgurum move?
Yeah, he's trying to say that his move where he whips it around somebody's neck is the Bulgurum, but you know that my move where I leapt over and killed those tigers, that was a Bulgurum.
Well, I'll be quite honest, I don't care. So, you guys can have this weird argument. I'm going to keep steering this ship into the fog. Hey, do I notice, like, any kind of light source out into the fog or anything piercing the veil that makes me realize what's near, or are we just still out in open ocean?
You're pretty much out in open ocean.
Gotcha.
This is just a foggy area of the ocean.
Yeah, I'll continue to just kind of keep minor lookout, but spend most of my time in my father's book.
Okay.
Or his journal, and yeah, I prepared my spells for the day. Play my bongos a little bit.
Right.
Oh,
I forgot you had those. I think it's been since he did the Bulgurum that you did those.
Does he play these drums a lot?
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Oh.
Do you have any fun talents other than licking inanimate
I just don't like
objects?
hippies, that's all.
Wow. Whoa.
Jeez.
Okay. Wow.
For somebody who hates hippies, you sure look like one.
Okay, all right. Yeah, shots fired across the bow.
Oh, jeez.
Slam poetry, slam poetry, slam poetry.
I guess it's just the overall pirate vibe you've got going on.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, that was kind of a shot at you, too, then, wasn't it?
He doesn't care. He owns what he looks like.
Yeah, look at
I
me.
respect him for that.
I'm greasy. Greasy, and I smell like whiskey.
Look, Durok, what do you want from me?
Friendship.
I don't need anything. We're the Ren and Friends now.
Why do you keep razzing me?
You tried to crap on my friend Ren.
What are you talking about?
You said that you don't like hippies.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
All right, I take it back. How's
All
that?
right, then I take back whatever I said.
I'm
that
not
offended
here
you.
I'm not here to upset the chemistry. You know?
Two guys just getting along.
Yeah.
Look, I never said that what you looked like was bad. I like the way he looks.
But I don't like the way you said that.
Should I leave you two alone?
You like the way I look? Why are you concerned with my looks?
I'm not concerned. It's just like you have got this overall, like, hey, look at me, I'm so carefree vibe.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it. That's pretty
That's all
nice.
I'll try to say.
Yeah. That was sweet.
But between bongos and writing and listening to them argue on the deck, I start to rewrite some of the things in my father's journal, and I recognize some like connections that I hadn't recognized before.
Okay.
And I realize or I recognize a path that I hadn't seen before that was written in his texts.
Okay.
And I recognize some clerical things that might change in the future.
Oh.
Interesting.
Wow.
Cool.
If that's cool.
No further elaboration?
I don't know how much you want me to say.
Let's hear it.
I don't. Yeah. I mean,
Like
I mean,
clerical as in, like-
you as a player. I mean, if you're not, I'm assuming you're not sitting around being like, guys, I've just done all these things.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm
you
just
don't
kinda
have
like
to. You don't have to
upstairs.
if you don't want to.
Okay, cool.
So we'll just see it change, huh? I like it.
All right, you guys are starting to come out of the fog, and as you do, you see a giant landmass in front of you. What's interesting about Boglate is it's sort of the what am I trying to say here? The weather condition, I suppose, around it. Whereas where you had been before was very sunny and it was nice. This seems dirtier in a way. It seems like it's a little bit more overcast. Even if the sun is sort of shining, it just sort of seems like grittier and dirtier, I suppose is the best way to put it. The other interesting thing that you find about this insanely large landmass that you were looking at is that both of them, and is that the landmass seems to go almost straight up, and the water is down lower, so kind of like when you approach like a cliffside, but as far as you can see, this is hundreds and hundreds of feet out of the water. As you get closer, you recognize a bunch of the as you're sort of like, Paelias is like bringing you closer. You can kind of start to go around the island, like take your ship sideways if you like. It looks muddy to you. It doesn't look like it's solid rock. It almost looks kind of porous in a sense. There looks like there's caverns, there's caves, there's ways into this, and it looks just not like a landmass that you guys have been to yet. It's not like a normal thing. It almost looks like a what is that, Swiss cheese mixed with like a muddy mushroom or something like that. It's very earthy and sort of disgusting. It looks wet and gross.
How do we get in? Per the map.
Paelias is going to look at the map.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of flip it around, turn it around, look at it.
Okay.
A bunch of times. Can I make a roll to see if I can find like the best spot to dock?
Yeah.
Cool. What should I? Perception?
Sure.
Advantage because he's on a boat.
Ooh, dang, girl.
Navigating.
Shoot, girl, you got my back. Okay. So 17.
Great. And just like that, as if you actually knew what you were doing, you sort of see like a large cavern, and you know that you can make your way through. You can dock a ship there, and it's not like a normal place. It's not like, hey, here's this. We've got to dock our ship. We have it's kind of whoever gets to wherever, and then that's where you kind of park. Whoever's got like an open space, basically.
Sweet. I'm gonna pull the ship in and find a spot and dock.
Use your signal.
There are other ships, too?
Not in this specific one that you see.
But I can see how other ships would.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's kind of like,
Yeah.
imagine like a big circle and there's just holes, and it's kind of like, here's your garage type of idea.
Okay, let's dock this ship. All right, boys, we're docking.
Is it possible to back this thing in for a quick getaway?
Also, I'm wondering if we need to try to hide it in case Roland the Red comes after us.
So those two questions, Paelias. Go ahead and answer them one by one.
Yeah, you're the captain.
All right. I think I can spin this thing around so it's facing out, I guess. And then, we want to camouflage the boat?
Or maybe the whole...
Well, I'm just thinking in case Roland the
Parking
Red
spot.
manages to track us here, we don't want to come back to our ship with a bunch of goons on it again.
Would he
we're
have
out
any-
of expendable crew members to kill, so maybe it'll be one of us this time.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I'll just cast an elaborate spell that disguises my ship and this entire dock, and easy peasy.
Perfect.
Wow,
That's
it's that
exactly
easy,
what,
huh?
what I was thinking.
No, it's not that easy. No, I would have to literally stand here and concentrate. You want to find a bunch of bushes and then throw it over top of my huge vessel?
Wait, what?
It was a simple question, Paelias.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have a simple answer, Durok.
That's all you had to say. You didn't have to. You didn't have to talk down to me. I don't know anything about ships.
I'm always having to talk down to you. You're little.
I mean,
Cinder's
Yeah, I got you with that
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
fair enough. Fair
got
enough.
you with that
yeah,
one, right?
literally, you have to talk down to me, but also figuratively. I was born underground, Paelias. It's not like I just sailed ships, went down to the yacht club, and took it around the.
I am not allowed in yacht clubs, and you know that. How dare you bring that up?
Yeah, you're right. That was a low blow.
Friendship?
I didn't know what to say to that.
We keep, like, antagonizing and then being like, you're right, I'm sorry. You're right, I'm sorry.
Okay, so I don't know how we would disguise the ship. I don't think there's really any way. I think if he's going to track us, he's
You
going to track
can't
us.
say no.
Yeah,
You're the
well,
captain.
obviously I'm saying, no, we're not going to disguise the ship.
Okay.
I get now that it was a stupid question. Okay, let's just leave it here and go.
Actually, there is something I would like to do.
Sure.
Camouflage the ship.
Disguise the
I actually want to... No.
Use my spelled camouflage ship.
So I want to drop anchor, right?
Okay.
But
I'll
also
say that you flip your ship around.
Yes.
Drop anchor.
But I also want to see if I can find some way to like tie another anchor that's like maybe secretive to like an important like position on the ship, to where if they pull up anchor and try to just take my ship, it'll just rip it
Oh.
like a booby trap.
Like
Because I don't want someone
the
stealing.
rudder.
Yeah, I don't want someone stealing my ship.
All right. I mean, that would take a little bit of doing. You would need help because, anchors are heavy.
Why not just like one of those like?
Tie the rudder to like a rock face, like a.
I don't want them to see it though.
I mean, I'll help
It
you
would
with
be
whatever
underwater.
you need. If you need like a second anchor, I can help. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you will be the anchor.
Yeah, we'll tie you to a rock face
Yeah.
and you just hold on to it.
Yeah.
And if they try to steal it, you just...
You're dumb and heavy.
And I'll let you roll athletics for it if you want to hold it.
No, hey,
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do it.
yeah.
So use those little boots
can-
and jump on off.
Can we
They're
try
not
to,
boots.
try to do that? Tie off
You're right.
a second
You're right.
secret
Yeah,
anchor?
I will say that you go below deck and you find a great bunch of rope and you look you look around and you can kind of see some formation. So if you'd like to jump in the water and see if there's anywhere kind of like when you go underneath, there's
Yeah.
anything you can tie it around to, you can do that. Durok.
Paelias, how about this? We rig up the cannon in such a way, under the deck, we point it at the helm of the ship. We tie it to something outside of the ship, so if the ship starts moving, without disarming the trap, the cannon fires and kills whoever's piloting the ship.
Like a shotgun booby trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good idea, I can tell Ren and Cinder.
How is it going to ignite the cannon?
Yeah, that should be pretty easy to rig up for a wizard.
Fire a
You
wizard.
always fire
Yeah.
spells.
And isn't it just a pull charge?
shooting spell?
That's kind of what I was envisioning, right? Like, fire, so yeah.
It's not like a tradition, like I gotta light it every single time. kind of
Yeah,
thing.
that'd be
Paelias
really
can
hard to
obviously
do.
ignore all of these suggestions and make, that's a good idea, and then just jump off the back of the boat to see if he can find something to tie
You
these
keep
rope
figuring
up to.
that out.
Yeah, no, I like that idea. You should position the cannon while I go look at some stuff in my cabin.
Okay. I'd like to actually position all this and try to get it set up on my own.
I'm going to
Okay.
tie off the secret anchor.
Okay, roll me 3 strength checks to take a cannon from below up top.
No, like just point it
You
below
want-
decks
yeah.
up at the helm.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's ridiculous.
You've gone too far.
Come on. I'm trying to be realistic here.
Carry a cannon above deck.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
3 strength decks?
Roll me first roll me a perception. Or no. Let's see here. Roll me an intelligence check to see if you can like sort of count off like where you think the helm is.
14.
Okay. Meets. So you've got a fairly good idea where you think it is. Now roll me an athletics to push it and position it.
25.
Okay, you push it there, no problem. You're like, this is what I'm good at. And then like you take careful aim, and you're like, perfect. Now all I have to do is figure out how to remotely trigger this wick. Now we cut to Paelias after jumping in the water.
Yeah, I'm going to try and find a big rock to kind of loop my anchor around.
Okay. Roll me a perception. Or an investigation, actually.
I'm not on my boat. I don't have advantage. Poop. Natural 1. I have no idea.
I'll give you advantage, since it has to do with your... You're close enough to it. It's aura...
5.
Okay. You're swimming in circles for a little bit. We cut back to Durok. Has he...
Okay, so I see Durok moving some stuff around below deck, and I go down and help. And I kind of get an idea of what he's trying to do. And I'm like, okay, I've got this lamp oil. Maybe we could light like a small fire that continuously burns. And if something on the ship moves, it'll tip over into the blasty part of...
Trap.
Yeah, so we set up a little lamp right here. We tie it outside, so if the ship moves away, boop, right onto the fuse of the cannon.
Exactly.
The cannon fires on the pilot.
I think
This'll
that's the
work
idea Ren just had.
perfectly.
Yeah, no, that's... Yeah, we're agreeing.
Yeah, we worked it out together.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
thought you were
teamwork, Cinder.
stealing it.
I know
What
you've
is
been
Cinder
working
doing?
alone for
You
so
stole
long.
the Bulgurum. I thought you were stealing his.
You stole the...
Anyway.
Is Cinder just following them around, just like talking trash?
Yeah.
He's just a shit talker?
Yeah.
Okay.
The opposite of a hype man.
Okay. He's like, well, you guys suck.
Yeah. You did it
Anyway.
wrong.
You're just leaning up against the
Yeah.
side of the boat.
Yeah.
All right, Ren, so we set this up. You fly out of the ship with the rope or something, a string, and we'll set this up. You tie it around something out there.
Fair enough.
All right.
Yeah,
Both of you give me sleight of hands. See how good your silly little mousetrap plan that, by the way, you're in a boat that is kind of constantly in motion because it is water, even though you're parked.
18.
All right. Ren, you find somewhere to securely attach it?
10. I had the easy job.
You just had to set up the lamp.
Yeah, you have to set up the lamp so it properly doesn't tip over and light your boat on fire once you leave it. Also, love the idea. You don't know how long you're going to be here.
Like 8 hours, I feel like a lamp would...
You think you can do the... Okay.
We'll set it up so that when one lamp burns out, it sets up to burn another lamp.
It falls over to another lamp.
I have like 8
We got a
things of
Rube
oil.
Goldberg machine of lamps set up. We can be
Guys,
gone for
we've got
weeks.
23 lamps worth of time.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking for something.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you want to set that up, go ahead.
Yeah, we do that.
Okay.
He's so skeptical about the idea.
And with a 10, Durok thinks it's secure.
Okay.
Well, and when you come back, Ren, Durok says, nailed it.
Well, I don't say it like that.
I would take a second look at it, I feel. Can I make a perception check to see if I agree?
I don't know. How much do you want to trust Durok?
Well, I know his intelligence, so I think I would take a second look at it.
Okay.
Okay. Perception 18.
Then you say, Durok, college effort there, buddy. But you're like, see, this would have fallen over, and this would have entirely lit on fire and destroyed the entire ship. So Ren more securely sort of sets up your guys' weird mousetrap scenario, and you guys are pretty sure that this is going to work.
While I'm doing it, though, I make sure that I compliment Durok on his ability to set it up and just kind of move things around a little bit so he feels good about what he did.
Thanks, Ren.
Durok seems to be okay with it. We now cut to Paelias in the water. Cinder sitting there,
Paelias-
rolling his eyes all the time.
Paelias got an idea. He remembered there's a spell in his spell book
Okay.
that's perfect for this.
Okay.
So he's going to go back and he's going to reset his spells and look up the one that he wants to use instead of the ones that he had prepared.
Okay.
And this spell is Glyph of Warding.
Okay.
And basically, I'm going to carve a rune into the steering wheel of the ship.
Sounds good.
And the way it works is when someone touches it, I'm going to carve an explosive rune, and it's going to, and I'm going to cast it at 4th level, so I'll expend a 4th level spell slot. It will explode for 68 lightning damage of whoever touches it.
I hope you remember about this when we...
Yes,
Are
and
leaving
then
in a hurry.
I will tell everyone, oi, as I'm carving it in with my little, like, magic spells. Like, maybe no one touched the steering wheel.
Oh.
This is gonna really hurt.
This is going to be double crazy when they explode, the ship moves, and then the cannon kills him afterwards.
You're really still going with the mousetrap thing, huh?
You told me to set it up, Captain. I was just following orders.
I really thought you'd have given up.
I'm nothing if not stone-headed.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to go with that.
Okay.
I don't
Do
know.
you need to do anything for it, or it just happens? You just carve it?
Yeah, the casting time is like an hour.
Okay.
So I got to spend an hour casting it. And
We're at least spending an hour setting up the trap. So
I don't know if you heard what I was doing. Cool. Glyph of warding on the stern or steering wheel, whatever. And it lasts basically until it's triggered.
Great.
So, just honest, open dialogue here. Is the cannon now overkill?
You can never be too sure.
I like his style.
And with that pronunciation, that is where we leave it for this week. You seem to have a safe ship, and you are now in the landmass of Bog Late. Oh, what adventures will happen? Find out next week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in to our podcasting table. I've been your host and DM, Bentley Michaels. To my right, we have...
Caleb is Cinder, Darkloft.
Dash is Paelias Ian Earth.
Red is Durok Dragonsbane.
Milo's Ren.
Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.